Okay, right now I currently have two units. I've got one unit here, independent, and I have another unit here, independent. What I've done is I've wired them up together, and if we take a look at the voltmeter right here, we're getting about 5 volts. So that's about 5 volts with a total of 8 pelts or 8 TECs. So quite simply, as you can see, the flame is right here. It's giving a good burn. This is a maximum capacity now. This is a medium-high flame. And I got 2 fans here turning. Got one fan there, another fan here. It's turning. And they're doing the cooling. And basically, this is 8 Peltiers with a total of approximately, let's say about 5 volts. Coming up to almost 6 volts. But I would say at about 5 volts comfortable. Okay, right now I'm charging up a SuperCap. It's one of these 2.7 volt 350 farad SuperCaps. And I've got 8 Peltiers right here. And we're charging up a SuperCap. As you can see right here, we're currently approaching 1.5 volts. And that's basically how we're charging up the SuperCap, is using 8 of these pelts. So the pelts are putting out about 6 volts, almost 6 volts. And because these SuperCaps are 3.7 volts, we want to have enough voltage to charge them up. Okay, this is a update on the way that the device is held as far as conduction of heat. Quite simply, what I've done is I've gotten the copper plate like this, and I've bent it into a cylindrical shape, as you can see, and I've joined it basically with a lip joint right here. And by doing so, the heat travels up this tube right here, and it basically warms the Peltiers. So anyway, what I've done is at the very top of this cylindrical copper sheet, I've put a piece of wire. As you can see right here, this wire runs all the way around, and basically connects on the other side. And that wire is what holds the cylindrical copper pipe into place. And this basically just provides a funnel or channel for the heat to be focused pretty much right on this part right here. And that's basically all we want, because we don't want to overheat these Peltiers because they end up burning out. And as far as holding the Peltiers into place, as you can see, there's a wire here, there's another wire here, and these wires run along the side right here on the very bottom, as you can see, and then they're joined right here at the ends. And the purpose of these 2 wires right here, as you can see where they're ending, is to hold the Peltiers into place, because we don't want the Peltiers to go slipping and sliding. And so quite simply, that's how we keep the Peltiers sturdy and safe and in place, and how we're able to channel the heat and funnel it into a specific area to keep the heat evenly distributed. And one very important thing is I've applied thermal paste or thermal grease, whatever you want to call it. I've been using the nano aluminum compound. I've been very impressed with it. Basically, I just coat both sides of the Peltier, put one on here and one on the other side as facing the copper sheet. And by doing that, I basically am able to reduce the amount of heat buildup and actually increase the evaporation rate. And as we know, the more extreme we have here, the more cool, the more hot in the bottom, the more extreme both of these, the more power output we have. So quite simply, that's the update on how this is held together. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you know or not, but basically this just goes inside here like this, and then basically this is placed on top right here on top of the lamp, and that's basically how it's held into place. So quite simply how it's all pretty much put together.